Well, here we go again, and you know how long you were behind the bench last season. How important is this as a first step for the entire organization to develop the prospects?
Yeah, it is. It's a really important step. It's important because it's the first time now getting back out of summer mode and into the team mode and getting back into game habits, those kind of things. Obviously, for some of them, it's the first introduction to how the Maple Leafs want to play and all those types of things. It's an opportunity to make a first impression. And then for the guys who are coming back, it's a first impression on a new season. So a lot of good things that can come out of it. We had a good, exciting practice yesterday. Lots of things to cover and a lot of bodies around here and a lot of different personalities and all that. But we like the group. There's a lot of good skill, and we're excited to get going in games.
A lot of eyes on Mitch here tonight. How important is it to put a guy like Colin Smith, a veteran, in between he and Tobias?
Well, we didn't put too much thought into that. We just, we've got a lot of good players here. We tried to settle on what we thought would work, but that's what we'll go with here today. I think no matter who we're going to play Mitch with, could be a good fit. Mitch is a guy that can gel with different people and is so dynamic in his game. Smitty and Lindy are two guys that know the system, know the structure, having played with us with the Marlies, and hopefully that'll help Mitch.
On the subject of first impressions, how hard it is for them, I guess, maybe to not go overboard. I guess you want to see exactly what they can do, but, and especially in a game like Ottawa, they really want to make an impression, but you don't want them in the penalty box, I guess, and things like that.
Yeah, it's something you talk about this time of year is, to use the excitement to fuel your legs and fuel your energy and those types of things, but at the same time, try to pick out little things in the structure and the system that you need to do. And if you're too excited or too anxious, you're not going to be able to execute those kind of things. But you know what? We're just letting the players be themselves here. We're trying to give them as much information, try to let them know where we want them to be, where their spots are on the ice. And obviously, if they can execute that shows well in terms of their ability to transfer things very quickly. And hopefully the guys have got enough here now, and they've been through the summer and all the work that they put in, that they're just ready to just play hockey and let the noise kind of clear.
It's a fourth tournament for Frederick. I know one of the years he had a rib injury. How important is this as he builds in his second year of professional hockey with an up and down year, if I might add? Last year is maybe a lot of the young kids go through it.
Yeah, a lot of them do, but just different scenarios, different situations here for every player. And Freddie's a guy, obviously, him coming here, it's an opportunity to get a leg up on getting back into game mode and getting some game action and get prepared for Leafs training camp that's coming up here. So at the same time, it's an opportunity to step up and take more of a leadership role. He's been through it a number of times, as you've said, and he's played with us with the Marlies, spent time with the Maple Leafs, so he knows what the expectations are, and he's a guy that can really help the younger players that are around and coming through for the first or second time. So those types of things are important to have in an event like this. You want to give all the opportunities to the young players, and there's a number of young players around here, but when you can insulate them with some guys that have been through it, it helps it. Not unlike when you look at a situation you want to go into in the season. You want to have people that have been around and can help the younger people.
What do you expect from Tobias Lindbergh, not just in this tournament, but beyond, when it comes to you later on?
We want him to take a step. He's been through it now. He's been through his first year pro. He's been through the transition of coming to a new organization. He knows what the expectations are from the organization and from the Leafs, having spent time there, and then obviously spending time with us with the Marlies. So again, another guy, just an opportunity here to make a sound first impression and get a leg up on getting the rust off and getting back into game mode. So lots of opportunity for him to not only make that impression, but to get comfortable and get ready to go for the season.
You got a brief look at Dermott and Nielsen at the end of last season. Are you wanting them to more concentrate on their own end of the ice rather than create offensively early on?
Oh, there's 200 feet ice they've got to worry about. We don't want them to focus one area or the other. It's learning how to be effective in all areas of the game. They're both guys that have shown the ability to produce offensively, and they're defensemen, and there's responsibilities that come with that. But we don't want to take away from their strengths. Certainly, we want to continue to encourage them to be themselves and do what's made them successful, and important people in the organization, and then just continue to work at their game in all the other areas. And that's not, not any different really than you're telling anybody. There's a lot of responsibility, throw a lot of information at the guys, and take the important pieces and look to execute them kind of one at a time as you're building a foundation as a player.
How about someone like a Timashov who went for the World Juniors, a big step in terms of accomplishments? What do you expect what kind of step up do you expect from someone like him who hasn't really played the pros yet, but has accomplished a lot in his junior year?
Yeah, I think, for Timo, I think with his skill set, I thought he was outstanding in this event last year. I thought he had a great training camp with the Leafs, and in exhibition games there, the Leafs played really, really well. So we've seen that he can do that, and now having coming back here for the second time, it's picking up a little more of the structure and the details and the little things that we wanted to be able to do that go along with the skill. Be in the right spots and do the little things that come your way, or what your responsibilities are in different scenarios, and then have your skill come out within that. So that's what we'll be looking for from him. But in terms of making an impact, I thought he was really good last year, so the expectation is high there. I want to see it go to the next level in terms of his attention to some of the details that he should have picked up from one year to the next.
I believe it's Casimir in net tonight, and if so, do you know a bit more about him now after he came sort of towards the end of last year?
Yeah, a little bit more. I know that he's worked extremely hard this summer. He spent majority of his summer in Toronto. Has been on the ice and training quite a bit over at MasterCard through the summer, and is feeling real good. And I know he's confident and ready for a fresh start here on a new season. I think he recognizes the depth of the goaltending in the organization, and I'm sure he's going to be excited to play tonight.